Okay, so I will go over the multi-site that I created. So the next time we don't have to discuss a lot about this one. Okay, so basically there are around six websites which are created under the multi-site. Okay, so the link that I sent you guys before is not it was not working actually because last time I planned to create it with subdomains, but now I changed it into the multi-site. Okay, so the reason is because I want all the website linked together with one account. So it's like a social network for people who involved in the education interest. Okay, so like teachers, like students, like educational organizations, they can share. They can use the same account to like move around different sites, which offer different functions or different interests. So okay, so this is a network. Okay, includes six sites, which the Elecosystem.com is the main site. Okay, so I will go each and then I will show you a bit of the function so you can see how they integrate together and how in terms of benefits and profits that we can earn from that and the participants they can also have that kind of mutual benefits. Okay. So this is the network. So I don't count it, but let's go straight into the main site because this is the main site here. It's nothing much actually because okay, so this is the portal. I will put information, the buttons and a shortcut into website, but this also including one core function which is called the Learn Brass, the LMS, the Learning Management System, in which we can actually organize our courses, like having quizzes to really organize students and things like that. Okay, so okay, like Crash has known before, but this also have a function to organize events. Okay, so events like something like this. So when you click onto the event, it basically would have a single page with you can even like sell ticket to the event or something like that, just to catch the attention of people before the event actually happened. Okay. So I think the event was something not much to say about, but I would definitely want to show you what inside. Okay, so this is inside of let's say the main web page. Okay, this is the event. Okay, actually event you can see like the participants, who's gonna be the speakers. You might even throw a prize here with like a limitation of slots and things like that. Okay, so this is also somehow to eventually we develop into the stage that we can hold kind of events or the talk either online or offline, and then it's like we charge little money for like let's say organizing fee. Okay. Okay, but let's dip into the admin board. Okay, so this is the admin board. Okay, so you can see actually here in the event managers. Okay, so I will go fast. Whichever I consider to be important, I will pause. Okay, so let's go from beginning. So we have the Eduma, which is like the name of the theme. Okay, so basically there's nothing to see here, but actually you can know the learn press is an LMS in which you can have like different courses. Okay, so I can have it open here. So we have like different courses. Actually, I put only like sample courses. Um, well, while we are waiting for it to load, okay, here is the admin. So it's totally different from what's shown outside. Okay, so what's shown outside are actually something that eye-catching with pictures with a lot of displays. But inside here is basically very, very, as I say, statistic, right? So you can see it's like with this, you can either hold the cost yourself, or you can like have a third parties to run courses and earn the commissions on that. Okay, so that's why we have like different author. We have prices like, okay, categories. Some statistic if you want to see is okay, great book for the teacher to really manage how well the students they perform. Okay, so well, I would not go further than that. Just have you have a quick look onto the admin board. Okay, so under the courses, of course, we have like many lessons, or always can say unit. So under each unit, or maybe perhaps two or three units, we have visits, and visit would include questions. Okay, so basically the questions they have different kinds of questions, but I will leave it for next time because okay, like multiple choice, drag and drop, okay, fill in the blanks, etc. Okay, with time, excuse me, okay, with time limitation, so you can really limit the student to finish the visit within the set amount of time, or you can even like set a number of times that they need to finish before they will actually stop and it give out the answer. Okay, so that's it would be questions under visit and orders like I said, because it's everything online and you are capable of okay, paying and rent out to other people. Okay, and you can monitor the guest that they spend the money on. Okay, so many things like that. Collection would be like many courses under one. Okay, let's say if you gonna teach for level in this courses. Okay, so they would put them into one collections. Okay, that makes sense. Withdrawals. Okay, so because we have like students who withdraws and then we have kind of refund, so it's more in terms of finance. Certificate. Okay, certificates would be something to motivate the learners. Okay, and it would be issued automatically by the system. Okay, as long as you have like the backgrounds. Last time I show it in the workshop. The statistic. Okay, so this is very technical, in which the teacher can really see how well he or she performs, and the students may also by seeing the student results or things like that. Okay, so add-on setting tools. Okay, so not many things to say. Okay, because when we need to develop a business, we have to have like a marketing tools, right? And digital marketing tools. So that's why I have like included um, many. Okay, many. So inbound WordPress, which is like this would be have like 6 or 7 tool set. Okay, so I will show you real quick. That you can really have like the limitation time in which people would have that kind of discount. Okay, I haven't have it activated yet, but basically something like this. Okay, so they have many modules because better headings. Okay, in marketing they have to measure which headings would generate more better conversions and do countdown timer. Okay, that's why I said a limitation in budgeting time with vouchers or special prices. Marketing pop-up. Okay, so pop-up is really effective in the website in these digital environments because okay pop-up and it catch your attention. Okay, social proof. Okay, social proof mean okay if anyone give like good review, they're gonna pop up in our website in our portal No matter where they post it, as long as they are our students, they may post it in a Facebook or in Pinterest, things like that. Okay, spin wheel, something like if we want to have some kind of promotions and that kind of little games, so they can really try it and try their luck with different amount of deductions. Okay, with a promotion. Okay, testimonials, like you said, is also very effective in terms people tend to just whoever have learned or tried the product or services before. Okay, so watch our chat support, which is like we'll have a little bubble with attached to our WhatsApp, which help us to have a live chat with customers. Okay, so yes, we have events managers. That's just now we saw. This by week means a blog. Okay, so this is a very basic post feed. Okay, post type of a WordPress which you can create some kind of article. Okay, so medias like photos, like things that you upload, forms. Okay, forms also very important because okay, so this form is special in terms that they can survey people. They can have a we sent to the emails. They can have a register registration, or they can even book an appointment, which is the G appointment. Okay, so imagine if you have kind of like busy schedule, or you want to hold, let's say, um, our service classes, so they can book teachers to the place. So this is like one tool for it. Uh, okay, so our teams and blocks. Okay, blocks would be like the modules to build the lessons. Okay, it is like have many things to say about it. So I would rather leave it next time. Okay, so let's see anything interesting here, or else I would move very fast. Okay, WooCommerce would be the market for us to sell whatever relate to the market. Say, well, so then we have Elementor, which is builders to build pages to build lesson as well. It's very um, eye-catching. It's really glamorous in the way that it would catch the attention of young learners, I believe, because they have many pop-up animation and things like that. Okay, so because when we target the internet market, don't waste the money in the free space on your websites. I mean, okay, so that's why I have installed the advanced ads in all the websites. So can I can earn monies. Actually, it would be in the long run. You will see it's really steady and larger money that paid by Google AdSense. Okay, so but the things they okay you can see here. You can manually create the advertisements, or you can run both to measure which one's better, or you can really okay import and have it run automatically with AdSense, which is the name of the Google product. Okay, so Google would run ads on your website, and if people have the impression, or they click, or they even purchased, you would be rewarded this different amount, okay, based on the activities of the users. Okay, what else? What else? Okay, so you can see here, a little bit here. Okay, those plugins, okay, so those plugin element back happy add-ons, jet plugins, those would be like hundreds of blocks which I would use not only to create website pages, but also would be the elements to create lesson plans, lessons, presentations to show to really have people, students to interact, to engage in it. Okay. Um, So yeah, blocks will be the same thing. Okay, convene. This is which is members. Okay, so the members is really our cause. That's why our manages in the way it's really complicated. But okay, so you will understand this way. We have like different levels of members. Okay, so they would have like different capabilities, like what they can do with certain posts. They can do certain things like instructor can create courses but they can't delete it, or they can create courses but they would have to wait until it verified or it's approved. Okay, and we have something like this. It's also very special in terms of membership and the member base. Okay, points. Okay, so in order to make learning online interactive and motivating at the same time, I'll call it a gamification. Okay, so I will gamify um, the learning process, the learning procedures. Okay, so like you can see here. Um, all right, so later you would understand what I mean. Okay, so when you see something like this, okay, so it will be the portal, the account, okay, base of the learner. Okay, so you can say, okay, let's wait a bit. You need to create a sandbox again. Okay, so that little guy here, John here, he's not a student, but he's instructor. He an instructor that you see here. This is coin, gems, Reddit, things like that. We have different kind of monetary unit to reward students and to even reward our employees. So okay, so like it's like a game. So with let's say with the Redis, you can actually spend for something, like spend for a course, spend for a book, which is promotions items offers from educational organization. So later I would say I would explain how the organizational educational organization they're gonna have really significant roles in this. Okay. So let's move on because like all right. So where are we? Where are we? Okay, I kind of a bit lost. Okay, so here they have like badges, so you can create badges to reward student. The banking. Okay, so this is the trick system that you can only issue due to some conditions. Okay. 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 I just want to make it like a game. Okay. So you can transfer the money. You can reward it, but under certain circumstances only and you can't edit the fund. Okay, so that's why you can buy it. Okay, you can have coupons. Yeah, you can have email notification to your mailbox. Notification ranks. Okay, so if you upload to okay, if you reach a certain post to okay, because we need to build up a great number of contents, right? So that's why we encourage people to contribute in terms of they post more useful knowledge, useful articles. So to certain stages, they will be rewarded a ranks. Okay, with higher ranks, they would have like different privileged. Okay, so they can have different discounts which we may have to ask from our let's say sponsorship, okay, the educational organization might perhaps. Okay, so they can set content when and they will earn back the virtual money so which we are offered. Transfers, okay, like a bank, we can transfer back and forth. Okay, because it's what says um interact with LearnBreast. Okay, so it's a module which functions with LearnBreast as well. Okay, okay. There's one thing is really important, which is okay. I would have to move fast because this is our main website, so there must be a lot of goings on here, but I must focus on just the most important point. So the affiliate programs, okay. So actually, this not only run on the main website, but it's what run throughout. Okay, so throughout the six websites, people when they register with an account, they are opened with an affiliator account, so they can earn the monies when they introduce our services, our product, okay, with their link. Okay, so they have like different of modules. Okay, I'll say attentions to so they can be encouraged to earn more. So some of the things you can see here, like the pay per click. Okay, so people might click, but they don't actually buy it. But if you build up like 100 or 200 um, unique clicks, then you might be rewarded a small amount of money, maybe CPM commissions. Okay, so cost per mile. Actually, that would be things like the impressions. Okay, you may see it, you may not even click it, but that's what you see it. Okay, that would increase the brand awareness. Okay, so many different pay gates are also. So we have like ranks and we have bonus on it. We have opt-ins. We have like custom affiliate select because they may customize their hot link under the name, for example. Okay, so just now before I mentioned that the member based and the account base is really important to us because everything would be shown on that of your account. The bottle pays of you. Okay, so you have a WooCommerce account basis attached. You have the BuddyPress account basis. So it will show how much you earned, which level you want to climb up to, and you might build a kind of pyramid schemes to earn money. So you can see like many things to. So you can see yes, many things. Okay, so to make it more um, unique and I mean really inclusive to our learning system, we also have what called the membership. Okay, so I tend to saturate courses under maybe different approaches. Things like you can pay once, it's like Spotify or Netflix, but you can learn like unlimited amount of time with many as many courses as you like, or you can even like divide. All right, so I didn't click on it yet. Or you can divide it courses into different levels so you can have different packages so they can buy membership. Okay, so with courses they maybe buy one and use one or buy one use many. With this kind of subscriptions they would have to pay within month or quarterly or yearly. As long as they pay, they can access not only the number of times per course, but also as many courses as they like. Okay, so it's like a Netflix or a Spotify of e-learning. Okay, So at the same time, okay, so this is like the similar dashboard. It will show a lot of figures and number. You can see it here. They would have taxes. They would have WooCommerce payment interactions. Body press account base also. Okay, if you are the membership, that let's say that notifications and that base would be that have a tab that say, okay, you are like a silver member, things like that. You would have like membership card. Okay, you can even like prevent people to even cheat off, like they can share the account to the other. Dialog monitor interactions. Okay, so you even like sell the digital product in which you limit the number of times they download it or they might watch it perhaps. Also, of course, they would have individual base. Well, gift, if they reach certain spending, if they spend enough, then you offer them gifts. Okay, and it will automatically calculate it. Um, okay, so you see, it's like many things. It's very unique and it's really effective to really um, hold one kind of membership system. Okay, right. So there's one more, but I'm still building this, which is the FAQs, frequently asked questions ticket. This is like a knowledge base, so people might have like different kind of technical asking, technical questions. They might have to ask about things like lesson and things like that, and one each of us answer that. It will be put into one kind of archive to say to so you can really look back to the FAQs, and it will save our time, and it would appear somehow like a bubble chart in the front page. Okay, so many other things, like you can even build um, what I called the landing page. Okay, widgets. Because landing page would be, we have like different campaigns, and if we want to attract certain customer, then we build landing page. Okay, so that would be our first. Okay, so it's really like focus on our ecosystem, which is just one business, right? So you have never, you have not seen what I called an ecosystem yet. Okay, so now I will show you what an ecosystem gonna be like. So in terms of ecosystem, I mean other people they could also participate in terms of selling courses, right? Okay, so that's why I have like I have a different Jai site just for that purpose, which is elecosystem.com slash LMS. So I haven't built it. I haven't finished yet, but it was something like this. So it's nothing too different from the outside. Okay, but this is like people can actually post their courses. Okay, and we can charge them the certain amount or the percentage onto the course, and to make sure that they follow the guidelines, and to we have to make it different than the others like Udemy. Like we have to verify the authenticity of the course and also the quality of it. Okay, so so it's something like this, And one thing is important about this one, not only the third party, the people can post courses, but we can also earn money from Udemy by affiliated. Okay, so you can see here, get on Udemy. Okay, so it will import Udemy courses onto the platform. Okay, so it would be something like this. Okay, Udemy importer. It will. So okay, so you go to this website. Okay, but you have to create an account first. Then I will approve you as an admin. Okay, so as long as you have the list of courses with your client ID, client secret, and Udemy Rakuten affiliate slip, which is provided if you affiliate with Udemy. Okay, so you would earn around like 5-10% per course that purchased on the website, on your website. Okay, so this is also one way to earn money, not only from the third party people, but also from the Udemy itself. It's really um, a new approach. Excuse me. Um, yeah, really, really new approach. Okay, so you can see here, this platform is really futuristic. Okay, really modernized in terms that it use many um, trendy application tools. Okay, so you can see here, not only can you create courses, but you can also import Udemy courses. Prerequisites, already, right? Online testing. You can even create an online testing environment which prevents students to cheat. So they will monitor the screen and things like that. Um, so also sequential strip content is really familiar with us. But live stream, okay, live stream is what integrate with YouTube, and you can go live stream uh, under this platform. So basically, you would have a payword. Okay, I would say a payword. So the viewers they have to pay for it to rejoin the live stream classes. Group courses. Okay, so if you buy in groups, you get discount, things like that. So you can really manipulate and not manipulate, but you can adjust many different things under this one. Okay, so but let us later. Um, Assignment points, okay, is what function with migrate, which share the same. That's why like I said, we have one account that we can move around and apply many different circular and sections and functions and navigate around a lot. Okay. So we have cost bundles to buy cost in bundles, right? We can cooperate with another instructor. Okay, so have this one enabled. Okay, so this one is special. I will show you the Google Class. Okay, in terms of Google Classroom offer some kind of free content management system. So you can post create classes on it, but this one would help you to import those classes into this platform. Okay, so it's really helpful in terms of that. Okay, so I will show you how it look like later on, but if you have time, you can see in their main website they will show the good cast. Okay, it's really nice to just watch. Zoom, right? Conference add-on. Okay, this one is good, and this one is even better. Ascom. Okay, so SCORM, which is like XAPI, it will observe any activities of the users, have that report, and it would be the trusted kind of support, not support, but okay, I mean it's like a gate to monitor the students, and it would embed in under one programs. So for example, I would create something like this with articulate. Okay. Oh, forgot that I just all right, never mind. Okay, I uninstalled it this morning. But articulate. Okay, so articulate storylines. So I will show you some. Or with Adobe, they have Captivate 2019. Okay, so you can create e-learning courses and just embed it into that LMS platform of us. Okay, things like that. Okay, so the interactive lessons. Okay, so to speak. With the HI5P, because it's kind of like outdated to you. Okay, not outdated to many, but outdated to the whom I'm speaking. But just now I forgot to show. Okay, that also called SCORM. Okay, is have that technology to monitor the students, to measure the result when you create the content. Okay, so Greg have seen this one before, and you're able to, okay, but you have first to install the library, the components to, okay, so I have to create this first. Um, okay, but I just jump right into this one and show you. I don't know whether my, okay, I don't know whether it's work or not. Okay, hope, hope it's work. Okay, so okay, so I will go through it real fast, so you know what to do if you really want to try it, Alex. Okay, so the horrible thing is that I opened so many tabs, and it's really dragged my internet connection down. Okay, so but you have first to get it first, install it first before you can create the content. Okay, so interactive video. Okay, so you throw in a video, and you would have it paused at certain points. So you can embed questions like multiple choice, true false, fill in the blanks, drag and drops to really reinforce student memory. Course presentation would be the same. Fill in the blanks, drag the word columns. Okay, memory game, flashcard, mark the word, audio. Okay, so audio would be, okay, if you want to really um, present a lesson with an audio on it with different audio, then you can combine using the presentation with different buttons, which includes the audio. Okay, so let's imagine it's a listening lesson, and you have to really divide into different parts of the listening. That's why you may have like different listening scattered around. So this would help. Um, Okay, so we have essays. So you can student write essay and submit to you. Speak the word set. This is using the Google or technologies in order to recognize the correct pronunciation. And similar to it, speak the words, which the word set would mean, okay, you can create different set, but speak the words, you can create just one set of words. Okay, for the hotspot, this is really good for, let's say, the scanning or finding spots, and it would confirm by jumping out of the hidden spot the answer. Or it may sequencing. Okay, so that would be organizing the stories and have the student to speak of the stories. Okay, that's my suggestion. Dictations, so you know, personality quiz, a virtual tour 360. This one you can really create a 3D environment, the VR environment, so students can. I think is in term of something that you need to show, but you have to have the equipment to make it really stand out and chart. Okay, so let's jump right back into our LMS. Okay, like I said, in our IMS, that's what I want to show. Okay, they have many tools for you, and it's ready to really rock. Okay, the next one, which is the third, I would call it social. Like I said just now, this is where every social activity takes place. Okay, imagine when we onto the phases which we have like the great deals of learners. They're not only learners, but they may be like the hobbyists, they may be the teachers, the instructors, not only in Vietnam, but maybe around the world. So they would join some kind of, they have like different groups with different interests. They may discuss in the forums where they find that they belong to. So for that, I create this one, and then okay. So this is have many okay. I mean many uses. Like you can have event on it. You can have your own blog. It functions like a Facebook. Okay, so show you. I don't know whether it's load or not. Okay, so community. Here you are. So since I can write about myself up here, again, this is not, of course, not me. It's just like an avatar that I put on it. This is like activities. Like I said, everything would be under one account. So see here, the affiliate is going there here as well. Well, you have forums, you have groups. It's like Facebook actually, but for learners, of course. And you even can have your own shop. Okay. I tend to make this one like better, way better in terms that you can have courses that created. You can really make your school right. Okay, so like here courses. You can even chart. You can have like your document organized here. You can have your achievement posted here. Well, you may have like a job dashboard, okay, where you can post jobs or people may ask for job. Okay, so it's like a societies for learners, not for learners, but for educational passionates, okay, enthusiasts. Okay. Oh well, so that would pretty much this is really pretty much on the beginning stage. So nothing much to say about it. Next things is the magazine, which I should say the viral news. Okay, so I don't want to be so serious when it comes to learning because people, especially young people, and also teenagers, they love to have meme, to have things like upvote, downvote, to have expressions, to share, to answer the whiz and things like that. So that's why I would create what call a viral base. Okay, so see here, you can really upvote, downvote. Okay, so mine is actually like this, but I haven't put any picture on it. It's viral. Okay, so it's like meme. It's like nine gods. But you can post vote. You can post many things like okay. So like I would try to create. Okay, story, image, audio, video, gallery, embed, link, external product, open list. You can have rank list, plus list, meme, trivia, whiz, personality whiz, poll, versus. Okay, it's like one versus this celebrity versus another celebrity, hot or not, things like that. So it's really focused onto okay. So this is the fourth website, and it's also sharing the same account. Okay, so for example, like I'm still using my very own account. Okay, and it's go straight into this. Okay, it's the same thing with the same account with okay. See, my post would shown onto this would call the word. Okay, so why I create this one? Okay, so earning with ads and earning money with organizations, educational organization that might be interested in it, and we might write reviews on that, or we can affiliate to send them learners through this medium. Okay, so that would be a lot of activities which we use the power of the crowd to create it. Okay, so people might interested in certain topics. They may be expert on that topic. They may post on it. They may earn the badges, medals, the money, the virtual money, themes. Right? If we create a big enough community, okay, at least we are trying to create the social network which is healthy to the youngsters, right? Okay, so they can relax after school. Okay, learn English at the same time. If you love cat, you're gonna love this. Okay, we are going to the very last. Okay, so this number five, right? Okay, so this website is actually the freelance or the job market for the educational people, teachers, instructors. They may offer. Okay, so for example, why I call it freelance because imagine if you want to really study in groups for projects, but use lack of people. Okay, you can hire people on that platform, or you can okay, you want to hire a person to to really test the market. Okay, or okay to go to the market and test a certain thing for you, so you can always go to this to high one. Okay, so it's like a freelance market which is really organized. Okay, so this is like a sample, but it would look like this when I finished. Okay, so you can chat with the freelancer who offer the service. uh, you can monitor the price, see their performance, many things like Fever, okay, Fiverr, or whatever it called. The really big market to to hire people or a person to do whatever you can think of, as long as it's not illegal. Okay, so but ours is pretty much focused on just the regards that it relate to education or something which is um, knowledgeable. I would say that you, in terms of academic. Okay, okay. So this is our work portal. All right. So because we are defining our business at 4.0, so everything has to be like that. Okay, so I mean, here's our portals. Okay, so we can plan, so we can really have our wiki here. Um, okay, and we have the chart, our intranet. Okay, our internet. Remember, like I said, everything under one account. So we have that same account right here. As I would name it, the office. Okay, so imagine if you have a school. So I would put it under the office as well. So now the project is like this. Okay, so why it's none? Okay, let me refresh it. Maybe I open a lot of tab and then it's frozen. Okay, so if you plan, like even our future employees, if they blend, then okay, so if they blend well, they're gonna perform well, so, and we will be in or on check of everything and in check of everything. Okay, everything we post, everything we try to send a message to, it have calendars, it have the projects with the compound, with the time measurements, everything's uh, nice and neat. Okay, so this is here the school ERP. Okay, it would belong to the office as well. So this is really headache programs, a standalone programs, which if we can't try to integrate a school to the digital approach, then this is the answer. And what's out? Okay, so everything that I shown so far. Okay, this would relate to finance issues, to solve problem with money, with student admissions, to report to parents and things like that, to keep in touch with them, to have the parents knowing what's going on with the kids and things like that, to send homework and be on track of it. So everything you see here, okay, they have many things for it. Bài tập về nhà, homework. Okay, so must be a really lengthy video in of course, but well, I dedicate my time to build this whole lot of things, and I don't afraid to show it to the public because I know no one gonna do it better than me.